I'll be like, shit, what should we actually talk about?
All right. Welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I'm Terry. This is Jen.
Hi. We're a little early.
Yes. Well, we started talking about stuff, and I thought, well, why talk about it when no one can hear it? We might as well just talk on the air. So that is why I clicked go live.
Oh, good.
I suppose start with the thing that everyone's actually interested in. Hammer seems to be recovering. I don't know when he'll be back, but he is at least still alive because he messaged us about 6 hours ago in the group chat. So he's alive. He's recovering. I don't really have any real details beyond that. So yeah, best wishes towards Hammer, and hopefully he'll be back soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm glad to see that he can message us too. Like that alone is like, oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't hear from him for too long, especially having just been in hospital, it's easy for people to start worrying about, the worst that might have happened. But yeah, he's at least still alive, so that is definitely good to see. And Silver Ravenwing is pointing out, we said that 4 weeks ago. We did. Like I said, I don't know when he'll be back. I continue to hope for his speedy recovery.
Just know that there's nothing like bad going on. I just suspect it really is just something bad enough that he needs to take the time that he does.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes staying in the hospital for 4 weeks.
No.
Nobody.
He said he needed emergency surgery. I'm guessing that's not something that you recover from overnight. So it's I mean, I would prefer that he was here. He's a much better host than I am, but I'm also not going to push him out the hospital door and say, no, get on the fucking microphone right now. That would be a little inconsiderate, I think. So
and, it's also reality is like he doesn't have a lot of current living family. So like I think it's his brother. Yeah, he's better off using services to get the help. If you don't have other people to kind of,
absolutely,
it's all you can really do. And I just hope everyone that's taking care of him are really chill nurses and stuff. Yes. Like he said last time, they were all pretty decent dudes and stuff. So
may the nurses be blessed in both kindness and bust size.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, give him something nice to look at while he's in hospital. But Blue-Eyed Scream is pointing out that you can tell I'm the host because of the title of the stream. It's like, yeah.
It's also Terry got trained with how to use the key, and I'm okay with that. Like I know how to host streams. It's just the more you do this, the more I don't have to.
Yeah. No, I mean, all I do is I go to StreamYard, I click live stream, I click Minions of the Zoo, and then I make very, very sure that I click schedule stream for later, because the one time I forgot, we ended up with 2 streams and everyone confused. So I try to make sure I don't do that. I make sure I click the button. So yeah, I mean, hosting, setting up the stream is like very, very easy. I don't mind doing that. It's just that the actual hosting part, coming up with like topics and music polls and outro music, all of that is Hammer's domain. So you get the bare bones StreamYard experience if I'm in charge.
That's okay too, because like if you haven't like done a whole bunch of streams and then you're just using StreamYards, like it does take a bit to figure out the one to the other, and StreamYards is a different beast.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not planning to do this long term, so I don't feel any kind of incentive to get better at it. Like this is just a stopgap until Hammer is better. I'm not trying to become a professional streamer. I don't need to like become the next Asmongold. As long as the streams continue to go out and maintain some sort of semblance of an audience for when Hammer comes back. Hopefully you won't all just like fuck this shit and leave. As long as I can sort of maintain a holding pattern, I think I'm doing all right.
I think sometimes it works better anyway, because like if you get one person who really has a particular way that they like to have a stream be, Yeah, let them be in charge of that. Like, Hammer has, he has a really decent setup. It looks really good.
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah, I admire how he has it set up, So sometimes you're like, okay, well, you know what? If he can do it and he likes doing it, it's better than having a whole bunch of people clash on it. And anything we suggested to him, he'd probably do it too. So it's not like we don't have any hands in it.
Yeah, I mean, I've made it clear I really do not care about the aesthetics. So whenever Hammer wants to make a change, is like, does this look better or worse? It's like, ask Jen. Don't ask me. I think it all looks the same. Ask Jen; she'll tell you if it looks good.
And Hammer is actually pretty reasonable about topics. Like, there's been a few times where I had my own tail burnt,
Yeah.
And just as long as I mentioned it in the morning, hey, I had this this article or this topic, and I presented to him, and I just did it through Twitch. I didn't do it through Twitch. So I meant X. You know what I meant.
Generally, if there's something that you want to talk about, you just mention it, and it's fine. But yes, this obviously is a lot less structured when I'm in charge. As Blue White Stream has pointed out, I'm just here to hang out pretty much. All my streams, I'm just here to hang out. It's like not something that I'm trying to, become proficient at. It's just this is a way to spend time with my friends, and I like that. And so yes, we were talking briefly before we went live that in Iran they appointed a new supreme leader, and then that one got killed pretty much straight away. And I think that's pretty funny.
And I think they're going to keep doing that until it's basically settled.
Yeah, of course.
They want to let all of Iran actually vote for who they want. And the problem with the left is if they do, they're probably going to bring back the prince. And that's their business. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. It's at least something that they have to go back to. They're a different country. They're a different culture. They actually have a different religion other than Muslim. That's the stuff I was saying to Terry before, that you really kind of reflect on your schoolage when you realize that, we learned about different cultures except for really the Middle East,
I know nothing about the Middle East. I know approximately where it is.
I don't think it needs to be a big study either, but we should at least know enough to know why those countries actually affect ours,
Yeah, because they've got oil. I mean, that's an easy lesson.
It's some little basic stuff like that, but there's so many people that are ignorant about the subject that you're like, do you even know where these countries are in on the map in comparison to where because half the people who are mad at Iran are like free Palestine, and I'm like, oh, okay, okay.
And my favorite response to when people say free Palestine is, man, the Jews just really don't want to pay for anything, do they?
Right.
Johnny Hellcat in chat says, as goes without roaches. Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, yeah, exactly. And Mike I was complaining that we started early. Just think of this as the pre-show. It's all the same thing. It's just us talking. It's like There's nothing that you're really missing. It's just us.
It seemed right to do. One, we were kind of in the middle of kind of talking about what we are right now, and then also, yeah, it's true. Hammer's not here again, so we're not really starting early on Rumble. I'm like,
I have no idea how to use Rumble. Again, not my field of interest. I'm doing this to
You're doing a good job.
Keep the thing afloat until Hammer gets back. So yes, if you want Rumble, then you will absolutely need to wait for Hammer to return. And Tyr is saying that he wouldn't accept a Palestine even for free. Yeah, I don't want it either. There's already too many of them in Australia. I don't want an entire country full of them.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't mean a heavy study on them. I just mean enough of the basics, because you do that with Russia, you do that with China, you do that with Japan. I don't know everything about Russia or China or Japan, but I at least know enough about the basic history to know that communism was bad. Yeah. I know Japan did do bad things. I don't hate them for it now because we all live in the current day, but yeah, during World War I and II, they were kind of scary.
Yeah. Oh, and Mike is saying You'll remember that for next Wednesday. Basically, whenever Jen gets here, I'm probably going to go live sooner. So there's not a fixed time. It's kind of sometime between when it normally starts and half an hour before that. It's basically, if I'm talking to Jen, it seems like a waste to not have that be the show. So that's all that is.
I try to show up to be for in time just in case Hammer is around. So it's just been, if we're gonna be sitting there back there, I might as well,
Yeah, like we were talking about Iran, and it's like, well, why would we talk about that when no one can hear it? It's like, let's just go live and have the same conversation, but people can hear what they came to hear. And Silver Ravenwing is saying the body wasn't even cold yet, and the retard Iranian government had a new Ayatollah. Like, yeah, and then we killed him. Well, I didn't. Like, American did. But yeah. I do think it's very funny that they're playing whack-a-mole with Ayatollahs. It's like a new one pops up, bang, and kill that thing. But I do think it's pretty. It's pretty entertaining as someone who's not in any way involved. Like, obviously, if I was in Iran, it'd be kind of scary to have this much disruption of the political order. But I'm not. I'm in Australia, so it's fine.
Well, it's one of those things where you can tell whose side you're going to be on when people are just celebrating on the streets. Some people are looking out of their balcony; they're kind of celebrating too, and all of a sudden they're getting shot at by their government officials because how dare you celebrate this?
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, that's tyranny. That is actual fascism.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You are, in fact, allowed to take the piss out of Trump. You can do that. Don't threaten him, obviously. You're going to have feds looking into you. Yeah, you can call him Orange Man bad. Like, honestly, the old man doesn't care. He probably runs circles around all of us anyway.
There's a big difference between Orange Man bad and I'm going to kill Orange Man. Like, those two things are very, very different and should be treated completely differently. Like, if you're making believable threats against, any government official, really. Like, I don't like AOC, but you shouldn't be allowed to threaten her life either.
You shouldn't.
So yeah, if you're threatening government officials, then yes, you do deserve to be looked into by special agents. I don't think there's anything wrong with
But if you think Starmer is a wanker, fuck it. Yeah. He's a fucking wanker. The guy needs to grow up. Like, yeah, I'm sorry that in middle school it hurt your feelings that other kids used to call you names, but you're an adult now. You're in charge of a country. You're a fucking wanker.
Yeah, I think if you become the leader of a nation, you really can't be so sensitive that being called a wanker is going to have any emotional effect on you. You need to be like, yeah, you're entitled to your opinion and you don't like me, whatever, who cares? Because I guarantee Trump is not sitting there crying, can you believe that there's a lot of leftists who think I'm orange and bad? Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
No.
And neither should he.
It is stuff like that that'll have people turning on people. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's actually been a few times where Trump has been a little bit, like, sensitive himself. But, like, I think that's understandable. He is taking it from every corner. Somebody's going to manage to get a hit in.
Yeah. But no, I think, like, there's a difference between the media doing it and just, like, Joe Schmo on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Like CNN launching a relentless campaign to discredit his presidency is very, very different from, crazy lefty 1135 saying Trump is a fascist on Blue Sky. Like, he should not give the slightest fuck about some random retard on social media. That should be so far beneath his concern.
Yeah. It's stuff that I saw from Iran. Like, don't get me wrong, I do understand that they have a lot more to be angry about than you or I. Like, we have enough to be angry as we are, but
yeah.
Then you look at Iran and like, no, fuck no. Like, they have thousands of years of history that have been destroyed over the last 45 years.
Yeah.
and a culture that's been ignored, and honestly a world that kind of knows it about it but has been turning a blind eye to it.
Hmm.
You know,
I don't know
like it's
why I
not
thought.
our job to fix everywhere, Terry. I'm not
No, it's
saying
not.
that, but like
It's
we have
I don't know why I remembered it, but I think it's very funny that Kirsha refers to the Middle East as the sandbox.
it's because it is.
Yeah, it's just such a perfect name for it. It's just like sandbox politics. Is like, yeah, I don't know anything about the sandbox. No.
Yeah, it's what makes it complicated, because like all of us are going to end up being a little bit ignorant on the subject, because no, I didn't do a deep dive study on Iran. Like I know some of their history. It's very brutal. A lot of it's kind of violent, especially the last 100 years, and
Yeah,
like I couldn't save anybody. I couldn't stop any of that. Like I'm not a big person. You're not wrong. Like is somebody like Trump taking me seriously?
never gonna happen.
Don't do that. But that doesn't mean that I don't have sympathy for stuff that I've heard. It's like you can hear a story out of China and be like, oh, that was a nice story. And then hear another story and be like, I kind of hate China,
Yeah,
even though you don't obviously hate China. You hate the story you read because it was
yeah.
heinous. And you can
I
picture the humans it was done to.
I think I can separate the government from the people. Like, obviously, the Chinese government is just scum. Like, I've got no love for Xi Jinping or any of his cronies, but someone just being unfortunate enough to be born in China doesn't mean I'm going to hate them.
No.
I'll hate them if they come to Australia.
They got to
but
swim first. You've got to remember that that's the
but
rules.
just being Chinese is not in and of itself a crime or a negative thing. It's just like I'm not going to hate someone for being Chinese. I'm going to hate the Chinese government, which is completely different to
Mhm.
hating Chinese people.
It's just like that. And the other thing too is I generally always liked history, Terry. Like
Yeah.
I do.
Mm.
So like the thing with the Middle East is sometimes I would get stories out of there, but it's usually stuff to do with like the trade routes and things like that, because that stuff's safe.
Yeah.
Like it's safe to talk about that. Like it's old, it happened. They're usually really proud of it, which they should be. But I'm like, when you talk about like it's a lot of politics, a lot of violence, and no, I don't understand any of that.
Mm.
I do,
Yeah.
but I don't.
I've got no opinion on like Israel versus Palestine. I don't know enough about the details. That's why I joke that just turn the whole area into glass. Obviously, you can't actually do that. That's not actually a foreign policy recommendation, but it's just meant to indicate that I have no knowledge or interest in the region. It's nowhere near me. It's not my problem. If they want to kill each other, then yeah, that's what they're going to do. It's the same with like Northern Ireland and regular Ireland. It's like they're gonna. I mean, I think they've made peace now, but back when they were having the troubles, yeah, they're gonna kill each other. But that doesn't affect me. I'm not Irish.
Six isn't wrong. Falafel and Aladdin. I was just like, huh. I wanted to. So with another group of people I've been hanging out with, I joked about making an Iranian version of Amelia because Amelia keeps stealing from Iranian
Yeah.
girls in the first place. But then I was like, I don't really know anything about them, and I'm like, I don't want to make Aladdin jokes because I'm pretty sure Aladdin's
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
different region.
I mean,
But I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I think Six is basically right. That's most people's knowledge of like the Middle East is like falafel and Aladdin. It's like if you ask someone to name something set in the Middle East, that's basically all anyone's going to be able to name. I don't think I could name anything else.
Like, how would I name this girl? Well, I don't want to name her Jasmine because they're gonna be like, that's not a real Iranian girl's name.
Yes. And Blue Ice Cream is saying that America has the ability to glass the area. It's just probably not a good idea. It's a terrible idea. Like realistically, as much as I don't like sand people, um, that you can't just obliterate them off the planet. That's a bit silly.
which is the thing that makes it so impressive, and the left doesn't understand. They didn't. They took out. Yeah, it was a block. Yeah, but they knew who they were striking.
Yeah. See, I've got no problem with what America did, taking out specific leaders. Like, that's completely different from glassing the area.
Like,
no, I think if you want to do a surgical strike and eliminate like a specific leader who's like oppressing their people or is in some way a direct threat to American interests, that's totally different to just wiping the Middle East off of the off of the global map. That's totally different.
I don't know how much influence Trump takes from the military, but I'm sure that he was more aware of the shit that was going on in Iran than a lot of people give him credit for. But when they rounded out the number of people that they've been shooting over the last couple of months since Christmas, it's over 35,000 people. And I don't doubt that they don't even know the correct number, but that's the one that they've listed.
Yeah.
And when you're the president like he is, yeah, they probably show him stuff. They probably tell him stuff. It's the stuff that we maybe get like a small glimpse on Twitter, maybe. He sees all that stuff. So like I can imagine like even with Trump, even if I think he's a bit of a narcissist, there's still a certain point where like he's seeing people get shot and like, yeah, I think he was like, fuck you, I'm gonna take you out.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I think every politician is a narcissist. I think you kind of just need to be to succeed in politics. Anyone who's not a narcissist is just gonna get eaten alive by the people who are. It's like the same as Hollywood. Like if you try and become a Hollywood actor as a nice person, you're just going to get abused and taken advantage of by all the narcissists around you, and you're not going to succeed in the industry. The nature of the job demands a certain level of self-centered egocentrism, and that's like to succeed as a politician or an actor, or most of these sorts of public figure careers. You do need to be very, very impressed with yourself, shall I say.
I still think he's I still think that doesn't mean he's not capable of reacting to stuff. Like if I was seeing images like that out of Iran, I would start to view those people as like, yeah, you're an enemy of your own people. I think you're an enemy of me too. And I don't know that that's necessarily where he went. I'm not speaking for him. He's more than capable of speaking for himself. But like, if I was in his position, like I'm glad it was him because I would do worse.
Like, and I think Silver Ravenwing in chat is right. Trump tried being nice the first time, and he's not playing nice anymore. Yeah, well, it didn't get him anywhere trying to be nice to people. So yeah, I don't blame him. I think he's going for what works, and he's getting much better results this time around.
Yeah, he did want to hit them first. Yeah, he did. Like, because they've had their fingers in a lot of pies. Like I was saying to Terry, like, I'm grateful for Iran, but like now I'm all concerned about England because I feel like, like where'd they all move to?
I do think it's funny that when people are listing Muslim countries, they now just include England and France.
Right.
It's sad, but it's an unfortunate reality that they're not wrong to do so. So they're saying like Muslim countries that are glad America bombed Iran, and it's like all the neighboring countries that are happy. It's like Muslim countries that are upset, England and France. Like, he's not wrong.
Well, it's a lot of what you get when you kind of look into people who follow Hassan types. Because they're all upset, like they're all inflamed and stuff like that. I'm like, do you really know anything about the treaties that Israel has with the bordering countries? Because they do have them, like they do work on them. They are trying to resolve issues so that they don't have to keep doing this shit all the time.
I literally think Hassan should be in jail. I don't think it's right that he is like, because he's like advocated for all sorts of violence, and I think he was like wanting to teach people how to make bombs, and like he's just like, no. I think once you're using your speech to encourage that level of incivility and violence, I think freedom of speech does need to be to a point. I don't think you should be allowed to say a lot of the things that Hassan has done and said.
It's one of those things that makes it hard to take him seriously,
Yeah,
because it's like, no, I don't want to be an Israel dick rider either, because I'm not from a neighboring country. I don't know what
no,
they're like. Maybe sometimes when they make these deals, they're asking for too much. I don't know that. I don't know their actual personal, real current day conflicts with
right.
each other. Like, let's let some of the history go, because I'm sure some of them are like, yeah, history, yeah, history. But at the same time, there's like real life stuff. So I don't doubt there's times where Israel is pushing for too much. But it's really hard to take a judgment call when you actually do see them trying to work with their neighbors. They are trying to get along with people. They are trying to create better relations with them so that they can move on with life. And then you
Yeah,
hear Hassan being like, yeah, the Israels, it's all the Israel, blah, 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 blah. They're just, they're evil everywhere. And I'm like, I don't doubt some of that could have been true if you could at least acknowledge where you're fucking wrong. Because like Egypt and Jordan, yes, they do have their own issues with Israel. They've been making deals with them.
yeah. I think Hassan is a propagandist though, so he is never going to give like a fair hearing to the other side, because it's literally his job not to. Like, his job description is to push left-sided propaganda and nothing else. So,
well, I'd rather, it's one of those things that I'll rub into his face any day. I would rather listen to one of the Saudi prince tell me to my face that you're a fucking idiot because you're a fucking idiot than listen to you, because the Saudis don't have a love for Israel. Egypt doesn't have a love for Israel. Jordan doesn't have a love for Israel, but they are making deals with each other. They are trying to settle their differences. So to act like suddenly they're a bunch of Israel dick riders is where I'm like, yeah, you're just a fucking retard.
Yeah, I think it's a bit silly to pretend that Israel is like this spotless angel of a country that sits above it all, purely innocent, attacked for no, like, obviously it's a country. Every country has done fucked up shit at the government level. I think it's naive to think that Israel is for some reason the single sole exception. Of course it's not. But I don't know enough specifics to say like what they've done or how they've done it, but just common sense would lead you to believe that no, they're not these faultless angels being persecuted for nothing. It's like they're just a regular country like everything else.
It's also like the reason I don't think I need to know all that stuff. Like, it's one thing to keep an eye on what everybody else is doing. If I was into trading, yeah, absolutely, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
But I'm just a regular normie who stocks the shelves most of the time. Or I'm flipping a burger, or I'm selling you a t-shirt. I don't really care what Egypt is doing with Israel. It's none of my business.
I don't either. No.
That's their business. It's their life. It's their country. That's none of my business. They can do it. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with you, Hassan. And that's why he's angry.
And people someone in chat mentioned Hassan shocking his dog. It's like, yeah. That alone should get him some sort of legal repercussion. I think I don't know what the penalty for animal abuse is, but obviously he's guilty of that. We've got video footage of him committing the act. I think that all he got for that was like a couple of days off streaming is absurd. And it's apparently, according to Silver Ravenwing, Pokemon has full on sex on stream. Oh. I did not hear about that.
Oh, that is so much desperation.
Yeah, that's kind of everything has failed, and she's desperate to get her audience back. And apparently, he basically had a cage dogfight on camera. Well, I mean, that again should get him in trouble. So yeah, I think V is right when he calls Hassan the vizier of the desert. He's immune to repercussions for some reason.
If anything, the bot shit should get to him. So my understanding, I wouldn't be surprised if this is on like all the platforms, but the bot thing on Twitch is it's really bad. Like I'm surprised they haven't been sued before already.
Yeah,
just for the ads.
Well, I mean, for me, I think every advertiser, once they find out about the botting problem on Twitch, should just stop selling ads. Mm-hmm. Like, why is Coke going to pay Twitch to advertise Coca-Cola to a bunch of bots? Like, once they know that there's that much fraudulent activity, like fraudulent viewership, they'd be insane to keep advertising there. It doesn't make sense. And Silver Raven is saying that Pokimane didn't show any lewd body parts, but was being fucked off screen. I mean, even so, I mean,
it's just gross.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I could understand if it was some no-name streamer trying to like get shock value to build an audience, but Pokimane is already got an audience. To be resorting to something like that is desperation. Is like she must be losing viewers, and this is the only way she can think of to get them back. Because yeah, that's appalling.
Well, that's what happens when you're a Hassan dick writer.
Yeah. Blue Eyed Scream says she doesn't watch Twitch. Either do I. I see no reason to do that. Everyone that I watch, everyone who streams on Twitch that I'm interested in has like a YouTube channel where they post clips from the stream anyway. So yeah, if I want to watch Leaflet, I don't have to go to Twitch to do that. I can just watch Julio's clips that he's uploaded on the Leaflet and Asari channel. If I want to watch Asmongold, I don't know his mods names, but they put a whole bunch of clips from his streams up on there. Same with Mizuki, same with Smuggleana. Anyone that I would want to watch on Twitch, I don't have to go on Twitch to do that.
So the only one that I would say that I spend a little bit more time on is Rumble, but you really only spend more time on Rumble when you kind of get a couple friends, because they'll send you to other people, and eventually you get like a list of people where you're like, yeah, I could see myself watching your stuff. But like every platform, like a lot of platforms are failed Twitch developers. Yeah. And so while they are doing okay with their platforms, they still have problems. Like it's really hard to block someone from your stream when they're just there to try to either bot you or cause problems. You can't. You know, like you can
put it this way, the only things I watch on Rumble have me in it. So when Hammer's here and we're doing the Rumble pre-show, obviously I'm watching the Rumble stream so I can interact with chat. And when Tier uploads footage of our matches against each other, I'll watch those. But if I'm not in the Rumble video or stream, I'm not interested. That's it. Those are the only two things I watch on Rumble, and I'm in both of them.
I understand that. It, like I said, it is kind of one of those things where you just kind of get into, it's really kind of a community thing. Like you get into certain communities, and then it becomes more interesting. But
I was actually thinking about that the other day. Monkey, like Ranting Monkey, has probably been the single most influential figure in my like recent life, because without him, I would not know any of the current friends that I have. Just because he had a stream, I was in the stream and in chat. That's how I made every single friend that I have. And like the rare exceptions where I met someone not directly through Monkey's chat, I met them through someone I met from Monkey's chat. So like I met Gabby through Johnny, and I met Della through Badger. That everyone that I'm friends with, I can trace back to being in MotZ's chat. So it's kind of crazy just how influential he's been on my social life without even intending to.
I keep missing his streams lately. It's not a matter of watching the whole thing. It's really just like, oh, can I catch some of it?
I've stopped watching his streams. If you went back to the edited videos, that's what I subscribe to him for. If he I know why he can't. He's got his health problems, and it just doesn't work for him. But if he starts putting out edited videos, I'll absolutely watch them again. But I just don't have time to watch, a 3-4 hour stream of him and Jack talking to each other. I just got other things to do.
That's understandable too. I mean, his timings are so weird as it is, but it's kind of like that.
And Six is saying that he met a lot of people through Monkey and Minions. Well, I mean, I only discovered the Minions through Monkey. Like, Monkey made a point of shilling the Minions every chance he got because Minions was an offshoot of Lords of the Night. Like, there was a bunch of people in Monkey's chat, like I think Monkey's Discord to be more precise, who then decided to stream together. So without Monkey, there would be no Minions. And so that when I was saying I can trace everything back to Monkey, that includes people I met through Minions because Minions leads back to Monkey.
For me, it's Satsu. Like, I knew about the Minion, I knew about Lords of the Night, but I followed Satsu before I actually started really watching Lords of the Night. Yeah. But I'm giggling because like the other day I was trying to give him a hard time because he started off the morning playing Supermarket Simulator and then ended the day playing 7 Days to Die. And I asked him who the hell bunker bombed his super. Yeah. And I could feel him giving me the stink eye through the screen. I don't know if he was mad about that or if he's like, Jen, this is a game. Don't bring up politics. Yeah.
No, I mean, I like Satsu, but I haven't watched him in ages either because I'm not interested in watching other people play video games, really. I'm glad that other people are because otherwise Games with Terry would have no audience. But I don't want to watch Monkey and Satsu and, I don't want to watch them play 7 Days to Die or anything like that. But again, if he... the reason I stopped watching Satsu is he started putting all his effort into the cooking channel, and I don't want to watch cooking stuff. So
he does do more gaming stuff as well, but it's he's kind of got a loop of games that he's kind of on. So like sometimes he goes back to the 7 days, which that's not going to pull you in.
Yeah.
And then he was doing a lot of the simulator games. And those are really a hit and miss people. They're like, that's kind of soothing, or they're like, no.
I mean, it's the same with Scribe. I like Scribe. It's just that I don't want to watch him react to a TED talk because they're incredibly boring and they take forever. Like, Scribe's contributions are interesting, but the subject matter that he's reacting to is so tedious and dull that not even Scribe can save it for me. It's like, no, I don't want to listen to this lunatic whinge about, systemic oppression. That's what I had the corner for. I don't need more of that. So no, I like individually. I like Scribe. I like Monkey. I like Satsu. It's just that I don't watch their content anymore because it's kind of moved away from what I subscribed to them in the first place to watch.
It is kind of like that. Like, I was thinking about that lately. Like, Satsu used to do a lot of response videos, or like sometimes it was, sometimes it was unboxing stuff, but still, I kind of miss those too.
Exactly.
He still would do that, but it's just because it's his time too. It's like, yes, he has stuff that he's doing for financial, and then of course he's got a little girl.
Yeah. He should absolutely make the content that he wants to make. He shouldn't say, oh, wait, Terry wants me to do something. Oh, drop everything. No, of course not. I'm just saying the reason that I stopped watching is because his content moved away from the stuff that I originally subscribed to watch.
It's one of those things that I promised myself, if there's something I really, really, really want him to respond to, I'll just make a donation to him for that one, because
Yeah,
I don't mind doing it that way, because then he gives something to his daughter, or he does something nice for Swishy or something. But it would have to be something where I'm like, yeah, I really want a response from him because I have a budget. And he's in the same boat, so like he feels
yeah,
guilty if he takes money from
yeah.
people in
No,
similar boats. So like, I would, if it was like, okay, I really want him to respond to this. 'Cause there's a couple. I actually have a couple of cooking things I might do for like a birthday or something, like, maybe
I
for. Well, I keep clips of cooking Dawn wrong.
yeah.
So there's a few of them where I'd like to see him respond because he does know how to cook, and because they're like
Yeah,
heinous, I think they'd be funny.
yeah,
But he has a time limit. So like if I did something like that, I'd probably like be like, okay, well, I'm gonna do a donation for Aaliyah's
yeah.
birthday. Would you respond to 2 of these?
Well, the thing is, like, I would never in a million years suggest anyone make content specifically because I want to see it. Like, I would never send V an article and say, "Oh man, I think it would be great if you replied to this." It just doesn't seem like my place. It's like,
Have to. He doesn't
like
have to respond either. Like,
no, I know, but like it just like I would never, because it's just like I don't know. It just like doesn't seem like it's something that I have a right to request. It's just like, no, it's just like I don't go up to Clint Eastwood and say, hey, you know what movie I want you to make? And it's like, well, it's the same thing. It's like I don't go up to Monkey and say, hey, this article, I think you should reply to it. It's like, well, I don't know. If I want to see a reply to it, I can just find someone who
I
actually
think
would
it's
reply
because
to
you
it.
think, if it was coming in as like a demand, I could understand that, but I see them as more of like a suggestion. Hey, like I found this kind of interesting. I don't know
Yeah,
if maybe you would.
I don't
You
know.
know.
I think it just seems I don't know. This is a me thing. It just seems presumptuous. I don't think it's my place to tell streamers what they should be doing with their streams.
Well, I think it's a little bit different if you're planning to watch them do it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I I guess it would be different uh, if I was very good friends with them. That would be different. So if let's say Frosted did a stream that I wasn't on for whatever reason, I might say, hey Frosted, this would actually be really good for your stream. But that's because like I'm really, really good friends with like Frosted and Jack and those people. I'm not that level of friendship with Monkey or Satsu or Scribe
Well,
or
I kind of
V
am with
or
Satsu. That's where it probably
yeah, yeah, yeah.
differs,
But
because like
that's
I've been buddies with like.
yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's like I can understand why you would do it with Satsu, but because
I
I would
wouldn't do it with a
probably do it with
rando. Like it's not.
yeah.
It's absolutely not the same with a random person because you don't know them. Like
Yeah.
you don't know them at all. Like that's.
And yeah, I don't know. Like, but it's funny because even when they explicitly request it, like there's a YouTube channel, Christine Grace Smith, where at the end of every video she says, "If you've got something you want me to react to, send it to this email address." It's like, well, I'm still not going to. It's like it just feels wrong. It's like there's I don't know. Maybe the people who are more entrenched in her community should be the ones to do that, rather than someone who watches one video every 3 months.
See, I actually have a running joke with Satsu himself where like it's not that I don't give him suggestions. The
Hmm.
suggestions I give him are actually really good. It's just both of us are aware that he's not financially capable of doing any of it.
Yeah.
So it's like when I say it to him, it's done with like a, well, hey, listen, if you ever get a chance to do it. But like, no, I don't think you could either, because I couldn't,
Like
like,
I've suggested games for Jack to play on Games with Terry,
yeah.
but I've never suggested a game that he would have to pay money for. It's always like something that he already owns, and then it's like, oh, I see that you own this particular game. I actually think it's pretty good. We should play that next. So like I saw that he had Edna and Harvey and Deponia. like I like those games. Since you've got them, I think they're good. We should play them next. But I wouldn't be like, hey, I really want to see someone play Expedition 33. You go out and buy it so I can watch it. Like, no, I'm not gonna.
Oh no. Yeah, no,
I'm never gonna do something like that.
There are channels that I know where they do that, but it's a different relationship with them and their fans. Like, I don't necessarily send them games either because I watch their stuff. I know what games they play. I don't play any of those games, so I wouldn't,
right?
But and I know them well enough to know that if they're not going to play a game, they're not gonna accept it. So like, there are some people where I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't do that. Like with Satsu, I wouldn't. Sometimes it's more of like we're on similar threads, so maybe I'll ask him about a game. Like, have you looked into this a little bit? Because sometimes he'll play like freebies or some. Every once in a blue moon, he gets a key for something, and then we'll exchange opinions on it. Like if I've started a game and he's kind of interested, I'll give him my genuine opinion on it. But I never think that he should purchase anything because he's in the same boat I am. Like he's on a budget,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yes, his budget does have a little bit of room for his channel and stuff, but like, I'm like, no, man, you should pick what you're going to play because you're the one who's going to stream it. So,
yeah.
But,
yeah. And Frosted in chat was saying Hammer didn't get named the next Ayatollah, did he? We covered that at the start. No, he is still alive. And, or at least he was as of, 6-7 hours ago. It sounds like he's heading in the right direction. He's healing. So, fortunately, no, he is not Ayatollah levels of health concern, shall I say?
No, he's going to be all right. I think he's probably going to take an extra week or so.
It might take him a while long to come back, but it sounds like his health is trending in the right direction. So
he's also stubborn. I'd rather him take longer if he needs to, but he's
I mean, especially since it's like really easy for me to set up a stream. So obviously you don't get the bells and whistles that you get with a Hammer stream, but in terms of just having something on the channel, I can maintain the holding pattern until Hammer is able to return. That's not something I have a problem with.
And also because I know Hammer probably does rewatch these. I don't mean that I don't want you around, Hammer. I want you around for longer, so I'd like you to take care of yourself so that you're good.
I don't think he would be insulted by the way you
I know he know what I mean, but still.
I mean, I agree, basically. If the decision is between I'm not really ready to come back, but I'm going to force myself, or I'm going to wait until I'm in a good state of mind to actually come on and stream. Yeah, I want him to take his time, heal properly, and come back when he's ready. I don't want him to force himself to be on the stream if he's not at a place in his recovery where that's something that he's able to do easily. Blue Ice Cream says he's probably bored out of his mind. I mean, probably. Hospital is not interested.
That's why I do think he probably does watch the.
Probably. I mean, the few times that I've been in hospitals, they have not been fun. I can't imagine that he's having a whole lot of entertainment options while he's confined to a hospital bed. So, no, hopefully he will be out and back on the stream soon, but we don't know when that will be.
Not meaning to go back to Satsu, it's something that I've thought about in the past, but because he's busy, and because the other person I'd like to be on the stream being your boy Pat and also being busy, I kind of want to do one short stream with the both, where I actually do share those clips I was talking about. It's a cooking thing. We all do it to each other. It's kind of like mechanics with each other. They all like to send each other the odd video or picture of somebody doing something DIY or just flat out wrong. And I've got a couple of them. I know Pat saves some of these too. So like, I wanted to see which one Satsu has. So I was going to be like, okay, Satsu, I want to see the worst cooking clips that you've found while browsing the internet. and I'm going to show you mine and then see which ones Pat brings to the yard. Because they're just, it's meant to be taken with a grain of salt. You're not actually picking on people because some people are learning how to cook.
Right.
You're allowed to fuck up if you're learning how to cook.
Of course, yeah.
But then there's people who make-believe clips like, oh, I'm going to take this and this and this, and I'm going to magically come up with a custard, but I nuked it in the microwave and didn't do anything that would have made a custard.
Yeah, I mean, seeing people who think that they're very good actually be very, very bad is very entertaining. It's basically, I don't know if you've heard of Darkside Phil, but that's basically his business model is he's dog shit at every video game he plays.
I think I saw a clip of like the last thing that he was trying to claim that he didn't say something, like he was responding to a clip of himself where he was claiming he didn't say something. But then as he's playing the clip, he very clearly did. And it was like a response to like a song he did like 10 years ago.
I saw one where he was playing some Resident Evil game, and he was like supposed to close the elevator door and escape, but he was like shooting the invincible monster, and then he died. And it's like everyone's laughing at him. It's like he's trying to justify his decision, and is like saying, why did other people not have trouble with this? They're not observant like I am. I saw the monster. I made the correct threat assessment. I don't think it's sensible to, when you see a monster, instead look at the elevator door just to see whether there's a prompt there or not. And he's like carrying on. He's like, okay, just admit that you're retarded. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't always watch every gamer because they're good. Like, I do prefer ones who have some talent, but like, you know, I think I've said this to you at least once before, maybe long ago, but I watch Neebs Gaming. Okay. Maybe two of them out of that crowd really gets into playing the games. That's not to say that they don't all play it. It's just you can tell the two who are really the gamers and which ones are just kind of there for their show. Yeah. And it makes it more interesting because they have some people who fail a little bit more, and then they have some that are a little bit better, and then you've got the the mediators who are just like,
If it depends, because if the appeal of the show is the personalities, then the gameplay is just like
that's entirely it. It's entirely it.
Whereas, like for me, I would only watch someone play a video game if they were excellent at it. So, like, I will watch really, really good Street Fighter players because they're doing things that I can't just do myself. I can't play Street Fighter the way that these people can. Whereas I can play something like, I don't know, like some random game that doesn't have as high of a skill ceiling. If I wanted to, I could, do that. It's just I don't want to watch other people do something mundane that I could do myself, basically. Mm-hmm. Like there was a YouTube channel that I used to watch, Dan's Go 8, and he was like the most amazing Final Fantasy X player I'd ever encountered. He knew fucking everything about this game. So watching him play through Final Fantasy X was very, very different from me playing it myself, because he's like, oh, so what you do here is you can actually bypass this entire section by just doing this. And he's going into stories about the lore, and he's like providing all of this stuff that I would not be able to do myself. That I'm willing to watch. But if it's just, Monkey and Satsu wandering around 7 Days to Die, like, nah, I don't want to watch that.
It's one of those things where sometimes I don't mind watching them play, but like I said, it is one of those things where sometimes to make it more interesting, you do have to torment them, and that's the problem. Yeah. They don't like it.
Yeah, because like Frosted is saying that he watches Razor Fist. I wouldn't watch Razor Fist unless there's a game that he's like professionally talented at. Yeah, because I'm not that interested in the, like, if I wanted to watch for the personality, I'll watch them do stuff like their normal content. Like, I don't watch Asmongold play video games because he's not good. It's like there's no reason for me to watch Asmongold play a video game. If I want Asmongold's personality, I'll watch him his other videos where he's just talking about a subject that I'm interested in. I'm not going to watch him play a video game for exposure to his personality.
It's kind of like that with him. Like, he does have people who are specifically there for his responses or his opinions, and then there's a huge drop off when he switches to his games.
Yeah, I mean, V has said the same thing. He's like, everyone was like telling him, "Oh, you should stream video games," and he's like, straight up said, "Look, anytime I've tried to do that, I get a tenth of the viewership compared to my normal streams. So, people say that they want it, but no one shows up to watch it when I do. So, no, I'm not going to do it." And that's a shame because, if there are people that want to see it, it is a shame that it's not popular enough that he can give them what they want. Like I said, I wouldn't watch those streams, but it is a shame that people are unable to get that particular niche met.
It's one of those side truths where people can sit there and be like, I'm really, really sick of the politics. I really need these games, and I prefer to watch people because I need to get away from the politics. But then you realize that they miss the drama.
Yeah. And Blue Eyed Scream is pointing out we watch games with Terry. And as I said earlier, I'm glad that other people are not like me. Otherwise, the show would have no audience. But yeah, I probably wouldn't watch Jack play point and click adventure games like just to watch it. I'm there because I want to hang out. Like that's the only reason I ever stream anywhere. But
who else is going to cheer for him to lose or die?
Yeah. I mean, and I'm also there because I'm also there because I've got the walkthrough. So when he gets stuck, because obviously he can't like alt tab out of the game because otherwise it's going to disrupt the stream. So I'll have the walkthrough open and I can guide him if he gets stuck. But
it's actually nice of you.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't if you said here's the pitch. I'm going to play a point and click adventure game that you could watch anyone else play, and have the exact same experience. No, not for me. I probably already own the point and click adventure game. I'll just play it myself. And yeah, Frosted says he watches because it's fun to screw with us in chat. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad that there's people who are not like me and who do enjoy watching other people play video games, because otherwise there would be no show. And Six says all games need a shovel. This is true.
Somebody outside has decided to play their horn.
What's up?
It's just one of my neighbors just decided they're going to go outside and play their horn. It's a little bit random.
Oh, right.
It's not a car horn. It's like a instrument horn. And they stopped. It's fine. I'm just like, okay, they are. Okay.
I saw Ravenwing is saying that he plays games that made him happy as a child, and Devil May Cry 3 was one of them. Yeah, I mean, that's a perfectly valid reason to play a video game.
What happened to have him be shadow banned?
That's his shadow banned his own modes. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Huh.
Frosted is saying,
I'll have to ask him later.
Frosted says he's thinking about streaming one of his Pathfinder games. That might be interesting only because I don't have a way to do that myself. So that might be interesting to watch just to see what Pathfinder is and how it's played. But yeah, that would be the only reason I'd watch that. Sorry, what were you saying, Jen?
Oh no, I was just saying I'll have to ask Setsu later. It's just he's taking the night off.
Oh yeah.
I know because I'm on his Steam. So every once in a while I'll be like, oh look, he's playing 7 days. Oh look, everyone's playing 7 days. Okay, I'll go say hi. And then I'll go say hi. And then I make a joke or two. And then Satsu either
Yes.
laughs at it or he ignores me.
Yeah, so Blue White Scream says apparently Satsu said that someone said something naughty on his stream and that's why he's shadow banned. So I don't know.
Okay.
Frosted, what did you do? It probably wasn't Frosted, but it's Frosted.
Well, he had understatement and he had line on, and the only other person talking is understatement, and understatement is also a black man. So I don't know what he could have said. Probably nothing. I know I made a joke about a banger bomb because of a Superstore game earlier, and then how it looked in 7 Days to Die. But I didn't say that. I typed that out in chat, and he doesn't have.
Right. He doesn't have voice to speech.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'll ask him about it. Like, it's not a big deal. I just hate YouTube because they are in censor hate. They are in a little bit of a. Their AI bots are fucking with a lot of people's channels. So.
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
Thank you for pointing it out because like it's fast with you too.
The Indians at YouTube got upset. I mean, probably. That's believable. Frosted says Pathfinder might be good because there's a lot of moral choices and you get chat to like decide some of them. Yeah, I mean, see that might be interesting because then at least there's like a audience participation, which would be better than just like watching someone do something. If the audience is involved, then that's a lot more engaging. And Frosted apparently doesn't watch that too much. Yeah, no, I don't watch him either. I've kind of just drifted away from all of the Minions of the Zoo, all of the Lords of the Night over time. Just sort of, not for any particular reason, just interest stopped aligning and I moved on to different things.
I'm not, it just happens.
Yeah, man. In 5 years' time, I probably won't be watching Asmongold anymore, and I will have found someone else to watch. It's just, things change over time. It's what it is.
It's also because, and it's not to throw this at Satsu, because he changes his algorithm so much, like his time schedule just does that.
Oh, right.
YouTube, it really is AI algorithm. So if you're not posting every day, a couple times a day, and it's falling in line, yeah, you slowly get to you can watch your numbers slowly go down.
Yeah,
and it's also the time of year too. Like a lot of people are forgetting that like the West is like frozen.
And YouTube won't let some of Blue White Scream's chats through. Yeah, I've had that problem many times. It's YouTube. It's what they do. But yeah, V uploads 2 videos a day for that reason. Is just like to keep his videos in circulation in the algorithm so that his viewership doesn't fall off, because that's what you got to do if you want to make YouTube a job. That's what you got to do.
See, I sometimes I watch Sam too, but I'll be honest, I don't play any of the games that he plays. So I'm like,
never heard of him.
So Sam is our French minion, Sam L.
Oh, Samael. Okay, yeah.
But he does his own streams on YouTube sometimes. But I don't play any of the games, and to be honest, I usually just follow for him because he's got it's Sam. Yeah. Like I like Sam, but. I have to confess, I also want to make a French Amelia. So I'm waiting for time to pick on Sam because he's the only French person I know who'll actually understand real French stereotypes that aren't just rude.
No, when you made it clear that frog meant French, it's like, okay, now I know who you're talking about. But I thought this was like some big name game streamer or something that I'd never heard of. So because like Sam the Freedom Frog is not how I think of Samael. So that's all.
It's probably because he's one of the few normies from France.
Yeah. Blue Eyed Scream, he's doing a Minecraft-like game. Oh, you've already lost me. There is now a 0% chance I will watch his stream.
You would probably like Sam Tier. I almost called you by what you wrote on your name.
Yeah.
But all the same, yeah, Tier. You would probably actually like Sam. Like, yes, he is French, but like you wouldn't know because he speaks English well enough to fool you. But also, he's ex-military.
I don't know him super well, but from what I've spoken to him, he seems like a nice guy. I've got nothing against him. He seems pretty cool.
I just yeah, I gotta pick on him for an Amelia character, and he's gonna be like, Jen, why?
Yeah.
Why? I'm like, because you're kind of. I think France needs one.
Yeah, no, I got no problems with Sam. He seems like a nice guy. In the same way that I don't watch his streams because I'm usually just doing other things, but that Harry channel seems like a nice guy from what interactions I've had with him. There's lots of minions that seem cool. I just don't really get a chance to watch their stuff.
Yeah, Harry still does more of the technical article side. I don't mind watching him every once in a while. It's just I tend to be busy on the weekends.
Yeah, and pretty common. I think for me, most of the time, streams are just too long. Like I don't have, as funny as it is for someone with no job and like no life. I don't want to spend multiple hours of my time watching a stream. I would rather watch 20 to 30-minute videos. Once it gets more than that, it's too long. I'm going to lose interest pretty quick.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I tried to pull a Hammer where I would go in every day and I do at least like everybody's stream, just so you know. I do that much, but like, I don't know if I can hang out for this much. Nah, I think I got too much.
And just to answer Tier's question, so you think do I think Tier is cool? You are willing to play Smash up against me. That alone makes up for everything except for the fact that you are black.
I don't think he is. I don't think he voted for Biden.
Nah. I think negromancy has been conducted, similar to what happened with Satsu. Frosted says he listens to a stream while playing games or driving or something. Yeah, see, whereas for me, it's going to take the entirety of my attention. And so, yeah, if I was multitasking, then yeah, it would be no real problem. But if I'm watching a stream, I'm not doing anything but watching the stream. And so I don't want it to take 2, 3, 5 hours. I want it to take 20 minutes so I can move on to a different thing. I will get rather worn down by watching the same thing for that long.
So is it maybe like before with the old Lords of the Night, they really did switch up their articles, and half the time they were just like they were equally ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I used to really like Lords of the Night. I mean, there's a reason that that's where I met everyone. That's the one place where I actually joined the chat, and you actually have Stargazer Nights to thank for that, because she said hello to all the lurkers, and as a joke, I said hello back, and then I stopped being a lurker because now I was talking. So there you go. That's it. Between Monkey and Stargazer, all of my internet friends owe that friendship to those two. It's yeah, no, I think Satsu mentioned the Shadowban thing because JB mentioned he went to high school with Matt G124. Channel was like 500k when the Shadowban. Okay, I mean That would really suck. If you got to 500k and then got shadow banned, that would suck. Like, I don't care if I get shadow banned because like no one knows or cares that I exist in like the global stage. Me getting shadow banned means that instead of 3 likes, I get 1 on my tweets. Instead, so like it's not a big deal if I get shadow banned, but if I had 500,000 people in the audience, that would be very different. Tia says, "Is it poll time?" No, poll time is when Hammer is here. You have to wait for Hammer to get back. Yes, Lords of the Night is where Frosted first started submitting Medium articles. MITAM, the Monkey in the Morning. No, MIT News. Was it? I forget the hashtag. Is MIT News or something like that?
Yep.
Where people would submit articles, and then it became MITAM once he changed it to Monkey in the Morning. MSS News. That's what it was. Monkey Satsu Scribe News. That's what it was. MSS News.
No poll time, Tier, unless you want to create one.
No, if you want a poll, go visit your mum at work.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
Sorry, we don't have a poll. That's
yeah,
we leave that to Hammer because he's got it set up for it.
I think you should end on this song for Tier. I am not going to click that link. So I encourage everyone in chat to click on the link because I don't have a way of clicking on that link and not risking the channel getting taken down because I don't know what song it is. So just if you're interested, click on the link. I will not be doing so until after we go off the air.
Oh, yeah, no, don't. Yeah, definitely don't.
Well, then I will take your advice.
I did for the record, I did suggest giving that kind of hat to Satsu, but write "Make America Great" on it, and Satsu said no.
Okay.
Just for Frosted, I just thought you should know.
Yeah, Blue Ice Cream says probably a good call. And then Frosted says, "Oh, Terry, would I post anything not on the up and up?" That's a good point. I don't think I'll click on it even after the stream ends.
I think Tier clicked on it.
I'm assuming that it's something that would indeed get the channel taken down. So, I mean, if I was to pick a song, and I haven't clicked a link, but it would be Scholar and Gentleman Loves the Watermelon. Ha 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 ha. It's probably the song that, if you wanted me to play something for Tier, that's the song that I would imagine he would recommend. But it might be something equally problematic. Yes, I actually only learned about that song from Jack Cochran, where I think "Turkey in the Straw" is like the original song, but someone made a version of it where it's "Scholar and a Gentleman likes a watermelon," and then it's like that's a great song. I will enjoy listening. Oh, trust me, Terry, this one's even better for Tier. Okay, well, in about 10 minutes after when I end the stream, I'll have to listen to it and see what monstrosity you are suggesting.
It's like, Terry, I'm not supposed to like that last Kanye West song.
Oh,
but it was catchy as fucking shit, and like, well, I kind of do.
And I will just say that if I wasn't on Minions, then I would absolutely play it. It's just that I don't want to get this channel in trouble. It's not mine.
There's too many people involved. Yeah.
So if this was my personal channel, then yeah, who cares? Let it get in trouble. But no, I'm not getting the Minions channel in trouble. I can't do that to the large number of other people who depend on its continued existence.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where, like, it's a little bit taboo. Yes, the lyrics are actually a little bit taboo. I kinda get where he's coming from, but at the same
Hmm.
time, it's catchy as shit. So
Yeah.
you're like, "That's a good song." You're like, "I can't play that outside without getting arrested."
Ah,
And you don't think anything,
it's
personal about it, but
it's kind of like the Horsecock song where, like, it's catchy, but you sure as hell don't want to be singing it in public.
yeah. Yeah, he's a gay fish.
He
Yes.
is. He's a gay fish. Yeah. And apparently, JB says Kanye was a musical genius until he lost his mind. I've never heard a Kanye song except for the one in question, which I don't think I can even name on this channel. But I did think it was funny that for whatever reason people would give Sinatra like $50 just to play the stupid Horsecock song. That was insane.
I I felt so bad the moment I realized that Vosh was using it because the
Oh,
guy's a weirdo furry.
he is. He is.
Because the moment I realized, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Sinatra, you lost your $50 horsecock
Well,
song.
yeah, I think Vosh is actually on record saying that he wants to get fucked by a giant horsecock or something equally disgusting. Like he's just straight up said it. He's like he said, yes, this is something that he wants. Like, well, I mean, hopefully you never experience it in real life because that would be animal abuse.
Well, if he's on the other end of it, it would kill him. But I think he thought he wanted to be the horse in it, but it's
Yeah,
still weird. And
I don't remember the specifics of how exactly he wanted to be likened to horsecock, but I know that he expressed an interest in it, and that's all I need to know. Yeah,
poor horse.
it's poor horse indeed. And you've also got the son's uncles all on board as long as the horse is the one receiving the pleasure.
Uh,
Oh God! Apparently, Bosch showed his no folders on stream. That's got to be a horrifying sight.
then he gives birth to a centaur.
Yeah. God. Well, if that ever happens, we know who it is. Exactly. Yeah.
He'll fight it out with Shanking.
Yeah. See, I think Jenk gets the benefit of he can pass it off as a joke because it was leading up to the horse not saying nay, which is like the same joke that they make in the Horsecock song. But from what I heard of the Vouch clip, he was just straight up saying he wants to fuck a horse or have a horse penis or something in that field. I don't, like I said, I don't know the specifics, but yeah, I think Jenk can at least hide behind I was telling a joke. Vorsh seems like he was sincere.
Yep. And there's Hassan.
Yeah.
I told that joke the other day too, because there's I know you're not a 7 Days to Die fan, but there's dog
No.
spawns in it.
Okay.
And Satsu's weapon of choice for this round has been his electric baton. So he's electrocuting everything, and he had a bunch of dog spawns on him, So he's hitting them left, right, and center. I'm like, you better watch it, Satsu, or Hassan's gonna get jelly.
Good. I remember one time. I mean, I'm only taking his word for it. I don't know if he actually did this, but Shio said that he gave a bunch of cotton seeds to Satsu in that game.
500.
Yeah, which I think is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Which is the bigger degenerate, Vouch or Destiny? I'm gonna say Vouch because I think isn't Destiny just a cuck, like a whore and a cuck, but I think like a man whore. But I don't think he's expressed interest in fucking animals. I think bestiality is more degenerate than any sex involving only adult humans. I think as long as there's no kids involved, sex with humans is less disgusting than sex with animals. Destiny is a 304. I'm so used to that only being applied to women, but yeah, it's like it sounds like he is kind of a manhole. Not just a cuck, he's bi, who cares, and a rapist, allegedly. Okay, so if it's only allegedly, then I'm not going to take it seriously. Like Brett Kavanaugh was allegedly a rapist too. Pip Froster says, "What's a 304?" It's a calculator speak. So if you turn it upside down in the calculator, it spells hoe. So that's all it is. It's a YouTube friendly way of calling someone a hoe. But yeah, if it's only alleged rape, then I don't care. Like, if they prove something, then for sure that's definitely a problem. But I think, how many people have been accused in the Me Too era of some untoward behavior that ended up being nothing? He's in trial that he's apparently losing. Okay, well, if he loses the case, then for sure, then that is definitely something that is disgusting.
I think some of it has to do with his own faults. Like, I haven't been following the whole case. I have heard that he's been losing it, but some of it has to do with he was posting like revenge porn and shit
yeah.
like that.
If he's been doing that, then that is definitely something that is bad and should not be done.
It's just when you post enough of that stuff, some of it probably does link to at least abuse. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't follow the case, but like, yeah, if he gets charged for it, then yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
Like,
if he gets found guilty, then fuck him. He deserves everything he gets. It's just that
I don't like Destiny, but I have to have principles.
Yeah. Thanks to the Me Too movement, allegedly doesn't mean shit anymore. So if he gets convicted, then absolutely fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. But if it's just allegations, then I really don't care. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
Like, I could still think he's a massive piece of shit and be like, well,
yeah.
Some people take advantage of that and will lie like that just to take advantage of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, if someone baselessly accused Hassan Piker of the same thing, I would not take it seriously until it's proven that he's done it. Like that Mizkif thing, that was actually proven that he was abusing Emiru, so that's different. Fuck that Mizkif guy. But if it was just someone said it and then I was just expected to baselessly believe it, then I'm not going to.
And I don't mind if they look into it because, like, yeah, it might start off as baseless. You look into it, but you don't spread it around like it's automatically true. It's more in the phase of like, well, let them look into it, and if it's true, then fuck them, and if it's not, don't do that to somebody because you're ruining their life.
Yeah, no, I like I said, thanks to the Me Too movement, the word alleged doesn't mean anything to me. It just means probably bullshit. So if Destiny gets found guilty, then absolutely, I will change my stance. If he's in court on these allegations, then there must be a lot more serious than just random bullshit. But yeah. See, I'm going to get in trouble here because Blue White Scream says Destiny has been known as a fan of the playground, 15-year-old anyway. I don't think there's a problem with 15-year-olds having sex. I mean, maybe slightly too young, but I think the American standard of anything under 18 is pedophilia is utterly insane. I think, anything post, like, the legal age of consent in Australia is 16, and honestly, there's going to be kids who have sex before then at like 15. So
I think the reason people get like ewed with it is because when they see like a 15-year-old, they're envisioning like a massive adult involved. I think when it's like, if it's two 15-year-olds, I hate to break it to you, they've been doing that already.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Blue Ice Cream says, not when you're over 30. If you're over 30, then it's creepy.
Like I didn't, but like I knew girls that were, like questioned.
No, I mean, like I do think it's creepy. I'm not going to lie. A 30-year-old wanting to have sex with a 15-year-old is creepy, but still, I think 15 is sexually mature enough that I don't really have a problem with it. It's just, I don't know. It's creepy. Don't think I'm encouraging it, but I don't really have a problem if it happens. But before I get this channel into any more trouble, we have hit our time a few minutes ago. So thank you, everyone in chat, for joining us. Hopefully, Hammer will be back soon, but I can not give you a time frame yet, I'm afraid. Thank you, Jen, for being here and
the time just went fast. Possible. Jeez.
And I'll see you guys next week. See you later, guys.
Have a good one, guys. I'm still reading chat.
Yeah.